welcome to the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that like button. And before I start the um, roll call, I want all of you to know it's finally Friday and we are enjoying it. All right, we're going to start off with a song, one of my favorite songs. Johnny was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song. Love Me Do, I think it was. From there, it didn't take him long. Got himself a guitar, used to play every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit. Everything's all right. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? All right. All of you are shooting stars. All right. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Woo! That song got stuck in my head, and I said, I got to start off with that. Hit that like button. It is finally Friday. Yay. Woo! Glad that all of you are here. I did the best that I could. Chubbs, thank you for your service, sir. All right. Johnny made a record, went straight up to #1. Suddenly everyone loved to hear him sing his song. Watching the world go by, surprising he went so fast. Johnny looked around him and said, hey, I made the big time at last. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Dorian, love will keep us together. Think of me, boy, whenever. Don't get me started with Captain and Tennille. You know I love Captain and Tennille as well. Oh, wow. Woo, hit that like button. I'm so glad that you decided to spend your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Stick around. I know some of you are busy. Some people drop in and have to go. We're going to play a little game at the end. And I have a monetary prize for the winner. I have 5 questions for you to answer. And hey, a little extra cash for the weekend never hurt anyone that I'm aware of. Okay. So, where are we? Okay. I am also going to ask you to, if you will, please, if you have Facebook, if you have other forms of social media, please share the stream out. We are fast and quickly approaching 14,000, and we are trying to get there. I cannot do that without you. Roland, is that your 3rd gig? You did a great job. CJ, thank you. So, if you see here, I have so many people dropping into my comment section, telling me, calling me names, telling me that the right is paying me and all these other things. All they have to do is Google. But you know how sometimes people don't want to learn the truth. So, okay. If you want to remain in darkness, have at it. Let's go ahead and do this roll call. CJ was the first one here. How you doing? Just received an alert to be on the lookout for a suspect from Alvarado, Texas, I believe. Okay, CJ, be careful. I got my fresh cup of coffee ready to watch. CJ, you better be ready. You were here first. Kami, how you doing? Tina, how are you, dear? Beverly, hi. Chubbs and Lord Jammer, my protector, is here, of course. How you doing? Baldwin Birds, Friday's here. Thank you for being here. James, present and accounted for. Okay, you behave, James. Friday night and a beautiful woman singing. Woo! Thank you, James. I hope you're referencing me. All right. Monique and Dorian, the gang's all here. Some Italian dude, you did come back. How you doing? And Maga Tamara came back. You're fine, dear. We have not started. We're going to now. You missed my first song of the night. That's all right. I have two more coming. So what I wanted to do now, some of these videos are longer. So what I'm going to do is put show you some TikToks. But this is very real. And I can go back. So this has been ongoing. It's just now since the 2024 election. So I put this up to show you the years. So this one was from a month ago. But there are so many from years ago. This has been ongoing. That's why we've been talking about. How you doing, brother OG? Thank you for your service, sir. We've been talking about the Democrats were trying to replace their largest voting demographic, right? And so again, this has been ongoing. And I wanted to show that to you first. And remember, for the Black people that don't vote for Democrats, remember that they was talking all that crap. All those are Russian bots, and there aren't Black people that are going to vote for Trump. So FAFO, that's what happened to them. Dorian, I'd rather listen to Roland sing than a Sexy Red album. Woohoo! Yes. CJ, wow, I've been watching your channel for almost 2 years. It's hard to believe it's been that long already. It's going by, CJ. You're stuck with me, and then when we're deceased, you're going to be stuck with me again. I'll still be singing. What are you going to do to escape it? I'll still be singing, poor thing. Oh, brother OG, I'm sorry, sir. I thought you were. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for being here. How about that? All right. So I wanted to show that to you. Now I'm going to take this down, and we'll go to TikTok first. And I just wanted to show you. This is, and if you type it in, since I have people coming on. Oh, I'm just getting started, Tijuana. Tijuana, all you missed is I was singing, "Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know?" I'm dedicating that song to everyone who's here. All of you are stars, and you're important to me. By Bad Company. Woo! I love some Bad Company. Woo! Hit the like button. Thank you, OG. During the majority of my family, the Democrats, they believe what MSNBC says. Oh, God, that's sad. All right, here we go. We're going to TikTok first. And again, for the people that are claiming I am making these things up, oh, it's all over social media, all over it. So, again, if I came on here and made things up, YouTube, the way they are now, they would shut the stream down, because you'd have some loonies out here. They would be complaining, and YouTube now, they're really getting strict on people coming on here making up things. They will shut you down. Yes, they will. Love you too, Tina. So I'm going to show you some TikToks. Those of you just joining, don't go away. We're going to play a little trivia game, and winner takes all. There is a monetary prize. All right, here we go. I'm going to play some, and some of these I talked about before. Hashtag walk away. If you've been on my channel for a while, like several of you have, you've seen I've always shared clips of people talking about their walking away from the Democratic Party. So let's see. Thank you, Chubbs. Let's watch this. And we know Black men, they're like, whoa, they're really walking away. By the time, how you doing, dear? Yes. Donate. James said he's going to donate his winnings to Texas. Thank you, James. Let's keep them in our prayers, because God knows every day the death toll is definitely rising, and that's sad. These are the same people that believe that Republicans hate Black people. Yes, Dorian, they've been lied and bamboozled and gaslighted and indoctrinated. We'll have to pray for them, because it is so unbelievable. The truth often escapes being known. Quote by Heraclitus. Okay, Tijuana, thank you. All right, listen to this, folks. And so people are just coming on here being truthful. These are not Russian bots, as people were told. These are real people.
Black men. Why are Black men leaving the Democratic Party? Why are the numbers beginning to diminish? I can tell you why. It's very easy to see. Maybe people like President Obama don't actually know. When you promote an agenda to emasculate black men, they have a tendency to want to leave the party. When you promote laws and policies that are anti-father, that are anti-black male, when you've put laws, and black men now have educated themselves on all these issues, when you've wrote laws, put policies in place to drive them as fathers into prisons and for inordinate amounts of time, and they know that now, and they woke up now, I'm sure they're going to have a proclivity to leave the party. What about the so-called anti-poverty policy that they put in place that say that there cannot be a black man in the home? What about that? Now their families have been broken up because of that. When their wives or ex-wives, girlfriend, ex-girlfriends, baby mamas can go to depend on the government, and the government becomes the father of their children more than them, even if they have a history of providing. When black men continue to suffer under an antiquated child support system, and men as a whole, but especially black men, when the statistics show, and the CDC has done reports about it, that black men are some of the most involved of all racial demographics as parents. When you put laws and policies in place to force them to pay for children that they end up finding out are not theirs, so many of these parental cases have come up, and the studies have shown that 30% and above of men are taking care of children that are not theirs. So you put things in place that have literally been anti-black male, anti-black father, anti-black family. Black men have wisened up. They know what's going on now, and now they're beginning to say, well, you know what? I don't think it's a good idea that I continue to be a part of a party that has put things in place that are destroying me financially, that are destroying my community, that are destroying our families. And not only that, the person that you want me to vote for has a record of driving black men into prison and keeping them there, even when the state says release them, or the federal government says to release them, and she had to be sued to release them. Why are black men leaving the Democratic Party? Why are the numbers beginning to diminish? I can tell you why. It's very easy to see. Maybe people like.
Okay, did you hear everything this young man just said? Let me see. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for the super chat, love. Tijuana says, if Planned Parenthood had been kept out of the hood, the black majority would be in power today. Tijuana, boom. Thank you so much for the super chat. I am sending you some hearts, of course, in the comment section. Trappin' Raps, how you doing? Okay, Trappin' Rap said, I love this. Paid my child support off twice with 2 kids, and they added 1 child support on after I paid 30,000 plus. Yeah, and the sad part is you have women out here who play games. They know a guy is not the father, but the other guy may be a deadbeat. So they if a guy has a job and he's a hard worker, hey, he's a father just to get the check. I mean, people play all kinds of games. But everything that this young man just said, Trapping Raps, I think you're new here. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Share this stream on your social media page. Thank you. Pages, plural, whichever is accurate. I swear we need a new network because BET has become a whole lot of trash. They have destroyed black people. The black image needs some extreme repair. Kami, they're just like the rest of the lying liberal media. Tijuana, the days of being hoodwinked are over. Yes, Tijuana, you've been here. Everything this young man said, we've said on this channel. They know about the Curry Queen. Alley Cat is back. How you doing, love? Everybody say hello to Alley Cat. She's back and on the mend. Everything this man said is true. And they're waking up like they were trying to get. Now, some of the simps, some of the black men who were simps went out and voted for the Curry Queen, Scamala. But the ones like this man that's intelligent, everything he said, I've said on this channel. All of the black men, the black kamalaharris incarcerated, even the ones who were innocent, she received paperwork. She still would not release them. They were part of the prison industrial complex. In other words, i.e., free slavery. So, but this is who These are your Democrats. Beverly, how you doing? Roland's better than, thank you, greater than BET. Thank you, brother OG. BET is sold out, just like the Congressional Black Caucus, just like the NAACP, just like the Black Shields and preachers, ministers, politicians. Throw them all in the same basket. They're all sold out. Tulsi destroyed Scamala. Oh, God. Tijuana, you were here when I shared that clip. She sure did. I don't think she ever recovered from that. Trapping. Both my babies' moms don't have my kids. I had to fight for them while facing felony. Trapping. Okay, kudos to you. Take care of your children. If the women are sorry, you as a man, that's right. Step up, because if Uncle Sam gets them, okay, you know, Uncle Sam as a father, you know his track record. It sucks. And so again, this has been ongoing, folks. And remember when we kept talking about the polls? Oh yeah, Trapping Raps. Much love to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Because if you allow the government to raise your children, well, all the problems that you see out here, you already know what the end is: either death or jail or life full of crime. Take your pick. That's how the government raises children. They raise them in poverty and to depend on government handouts. That's right. Raise your children. Nope. Don't grow up with your hand out. Grow up trying to be the best human being that you can be. Work ethic is everything. I tell my students that often. You don't have to depend on, well, I can't make it. White supremacy and racism and systemic racism, and I can't make. No, those are excuses. Stop it. Gail, how you doing? I tell people all the time to stop. Kamala basically relived her ancestors' past of owning slaves, and they own between 100 to 200 slaves. Can you imagine if she became president? Kami, that was a nightmare. Handout to shake, not to take. Gail, thank you. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to play some more. It's April Chapman.
Democratic Party, because this is what the Democratic Party wants to promote. They want to promote. This is why Black men are leaving the Democratic Party, because this is what the Democratic Party wants to promote. They want to promote this kind of debaucherous, foolish behavior. They don't want women of substance on there like a Michaela Montgomery. They want to prop up the Teslin Figaros or Figaro, whatever the heck her name is. We have to push back against this. And Black women, there's a level, we owe our men an apology. I'm not saying that all Black men are just virtuous and are just out here doing the darn thing, but there's so many of them, too many to count, who just want some peace. And he doesn't even have to be your man to bring peace in the midst of the storm. This is why Black.
Okay. So again, it's all over social media. And then, so are these Russian bots? All these people who are talking, now it's mostly Black men, but a lot of Black women are getting on board too. James, white supremacy. Why the heck didn't someone tell me? I began working at 13. Right. Yeah. By the time, yes, love. I watch. That's April Chapman. She's good. Let's watch this.
Yo, is Derek Gibson Black Patriots for Trump?
Okay.
If you were a Democrat, what made you leave the Democratic Party and become a Republican?
Well, thank God I never been a Democrat. I came from a conservative home, and we was raised up with Christian values. So it's no way that I could support the Democratic Party at this particular time, or no one in the party that supported.
Do you think Black Americans should leave the Democratic Party?
They should have left 70 years ago, because the Democratic Party, the only thing to do is make promising that dangle a little cheese out there like a hamster in a cage, and say, we're going to give you this and give you that. So in 2016, when President Trump came into office, he was in his campaign. So what do you have to lose? And I agree with him 100%, because the Democratic Party gave us the opportunity to get a piece of the American dream. So President Trump was doing that, trying to give us something to get a piece of the American dream.
Okay. Do you support lineage-based reparations?
I support it 100%. Is owed to me and for our ancestors being in slavery. They have bled on this land. We have fought in wars here, and 100% we should be given reparations. It's owed to the black.
Xavier, how are you? Hit the like button. Yes, LA mayor offers reparations to illegals that have been affected by. You can't make this. You know I have to do a video on. I just saw that. Yes, Chapman, your babies were referred to as no. Yeah, Obama really stood in front of black men and spoke to them like they were children. So Obama didn't read the room, Kami. People are not listening to what he says anymore. The truth is out. Obama never did anything for black people. No, he didn't. The Democrats hate Christianity with a burning passion. Yes, I'm finding that out more every day. Why do people say black people are Democrats is actually ludicrous. 99% of blacks tend to run conservative. If you ask them questions about their values, they have conservative values, but then when many of them go out and vote, they vote for Democrat. I do not get that. My girls, how you doing, love? Yeah, she said, yeah, that Karen Bass. Woo. Okay, black people keep voting for these people. California, those of you who know, I did a video on that. Gavin Newsom and the California Legislative Black Caucus killed the bill, right? For reparations for black people. But look, hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. But you have reparations for non-American citizens. And as I told black Americans, don't sit around waiting on reparations. It's not going to happen. Because if they wanted to give you reparations, well, Barack Obama, on paper, he had 2 terms. Everyone in this chat knows, Barack Obama had 3 terms, but he had 2 terms. And the House and the Senate. So stop it. It's a pipe dream. It's not happening. The only thing we got with Obama was some nice concerts at the White House. Right. No lies were detected in that statement. Right, Allie? That these people are nuts. I'm not going to play hers because she's playing the music. And I'm trying to not to be copyrighted.
Originally, I said Kamala Harris was most likely going to win the presidency, and now I'm changing my opinion. I think Donald Trump is going to win. And one of the biggest reasons why he's going to win is because people refuse to put the blame where it belongs. See, you had Barack Obama come out there and lecture and dictate to black men when you look at the actual stats,
yep,
the only people who vote more for Democrats behind black women are black men, but no one's lecturing the Latino men, the Asian men, Jewish men, Arab men, anybody else. It's always just us.
So again, black men were looking at that like, wait a minute. Thank you for the super chat. Tijuana border jumper. California elected a team to study reparations. Tijuana, and you were here when I did those videos. When they flooded this country with probably over 20 million illegals, they didn't do any studies. They didn't form any commissions to study. They just, started passing out the money, right? That's all. Passed out billions and billions of dollars. They didn't have. So again, I'm telling you, this illegal immigration crisis created by the Biden-Harris administration was an eye-opener. I called it. If you go back when I started this over a year ago, I call it the Enlightenment. That's what I called it. Because a lot of people started waking up. Wait a minute. If I miss your comments, folks, just type it again and I will read it again. I'm sorry. So yeah, Obama, he didn't read the room. People aren't listening to him anymore. His time is done. And let me see if I can show you some more. If you go on and type in hashtag walkaway anywhere on social media, it's going to pop up, right?
Wasn't going to talk about it, but since you guys want to hear it, I'm going to talk about it. Most Americans are waking up like never before. A lot of people's afraid to say it, but I'm going to say it because I don't give it. Black Americans waking up, Latino Americans waking up, Asian Americans are waking up. Why? Because we are tired of all the bullshit lies that we've been listening to for years. I remember back when I was younger, my parents would always say, vote Democrat. And I would always ask, why vote Democrat? And the response would always be, hey, they're here for the people. They're here to help you. And, they're out there willing to give out, assistance to those who really need it. Back then, not today. So as I basically woke up and realized that we've been lied to for many years, I finally seen the writings on the wall after many years, after Donald Trump came into the scenery in 2016. And I realized that we've been lied to. But when I tell you Black America's waking up.
So anyway, yeah, it's all over. And like I said, this has been ongoing. This has been ongoing. It has. Okay.
Shopping your picture, Hakeem Jeffries. Are you trying to be a star tender at Sapphire 33? What's going on? Why did you do that? I'm just curious.
That's a third part, and we're not going to play all those. But yeah, they're walking away. And remember, they were coming out with those polls, and we were like, yeah, okay. And all the Black people who were saying they were going to vote for Trump, those are Russian. You remember Joyless Reed? Those are Russian bots. Okay. They FAFO'd. They FAFO'd. So anyway, yeah, just if you scroll, there are so many. Too many to name.
Just to be clear, Biden should not have run again. And to be...
What's interesting about that clip, go back and watch it, is while Beto O'Rourke was considered to be a fighter, right? I get it. Beto O'Rourke also lost the last two elections he ran in. He ran against Ted Cruz and he ran against Greg Abbott. Now, he ran both campaigns where he legit was trying to, make a difference. I get it. I was rooting for him to win, even though I'm not a Texas resident. But I'm going to say this notion that Joe Biden should not have run for re-election when it's been standard practice for the sitting president of whichever party to run for re-election, barring some major issue, has been standard practice for the last 40 years, if not longer. So this idea that Joe Biden's mental capacity is the issue and that he did a disservice not by running again is bullshit, in my opinion. Now, can you talk about when he chose to step aside? Yeah, we can. But the fact that this man went through primaries and was on the ballot as the selection to run as the Democratic nominee, yeah. But I feel like this. Beto sat there and said all that. He's saying what I hear a lot of white men are saying. And that is very problematic for me. He's definitely entitled to his opinion, but I'm like, Beto, you ran against two prominent Republicans and lost. The traction that I think y'all are trying to get is going to be to the detriment of marginalized people, especially Black folks. Y'all want middle of the road voters. Y'all want uncomfortable Republicans. You want uncomfortable conservatives. That's what you want. And you're trying to paint this picture that nobody's buying, at least not Black people. You want the people you feel like if you would have had, then you could have been in office. You're okay with racism. You're okay with bigotry. You're okay with individuals who have a disdain for people of color and Black people, as long as, they stand with you on other issues that are important to you. And that mentality is going to cause more problems for the Democratic Party than I think many of you are ready to acknowledge.
And okay, and then we've also discussed, hit the like button, folks. We have a lot of folks in here. We have about 60 people in here. Only 42 people have hit the like button. Hit that little thumb. Please share this stream out on your various forms of social media. I really appreciate it. So we talked about on this stream several times. They were pushing men out, period. They don't like masculine men. Oh, this toxic masculinity. That's one of their favorite terms. Oh no, if you're masculine, oh God, you have to leave. How you doing, Arena? And so, this woman right here, I did a video on her. She's part of the 7% that did not vote. Well, I think the percent is higher. They just tell so many lies. More than 7% of black women. I, in my opinion, that percentage is higher. Let's see what she's saying. I have a video on this lady that I did.
There's two things I am not going to be, and that's broke and dumb. These past 4 years, I've been one of those things, steady, and it ain't the latter. Now, in 2020, I was both of those things. I was a twofer. But this time, you don't have to worry about me being no twofer. You ain't got to worry about it because I need my problem solved. I'm not focused on making no history. And if that's all you voting for is history, hang it up. The way we trending, we finna be history. The most population to file bankruptcy. I don't care nothing about how you say stuff. I need my problem solved.
Right.
And if you gonna solve my problem, I'm with you. There's two things I am not going to be, and that's broke and dumb.
So again, as we've talked about, hit the like button for me, please. The civil rights generation, the younger people, they are responding. My generation, they are responding. How you doing, Hood Conservative? Hit the like button for me, please. Hit the share button. Xavier, you have to go to work. Oh no, come back tomorrow, 6 o'clock, love. So I could go on and on and on, but these videos are everywhere. Okay. Here's what I'll do you one more on TikTok.
As a black man who's been told his entire life by Democrats that Republicans are pure evil, I'm now going to share my top reasons why I am no longer a Democrat. Democrats, for some reason, love to take the side of ideas and thinking that make absolutely no fucking sense. Example, any issue that is an idea or way of thinking that is an 80-20, they always go with the 20%. And what's crazy, the 80% will be right than a motherfucker. But just so they can make it seem like they're ahead of the curve, man, they always go with the 20%, even if it's dead ass wrong. Always. Reason number 2, Democrats do not believe in having a rational, reasonable conversation if you do not agree with them. And I'm so
who agrees? Oh, okay, now I know this guy has a little profanity, but this guy is speaking facts. If you don't agree with their ideology, oh my God, the world's coming to an end. How you doing, Connie? Glad you're here. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. Rose, you need to do a live on how Obama gutted the black economy. Okay, Connie. He needs a Valium, but he makes good point. Yeah, he's on steroids, but you can tell he's angry. And I see a lot of people who left the Democratic plantation and now they're voting for conservatives. They do have a lot of anger because they feel so bad about how they were duped for so long. Dorian, yeah, DEI is stupid. He's spitting the truth right in their faces. Love it. Yes. Listen to him. He's telling the truth.
sorry, but that's just not how human beings work. We are meant to have discourse and conversate and learn about each other and disagree and agree when we feel that way. And at the end of it, we go, hey, so where you want to go eat? That is the human experience. And I'm sorry, Democrats right now, it seems like all they think about is, oh my God, he disagreed with me. Oh my God, he doesn't agree with me. Oh my God, he disagreed with me. I'm sorry, but I cannot be a part of a party that's doing that because that's not a party. That is a cult.
Whoop.
And I want nothing to do with that shit.
No lies were detected in that statement. I never in my lifetime have seen this type of behavior until Trump. And all bets were off. Oh my God, you're voting for Trump. You're not voting for, and people's families stopped talking, friends, people unfriended it. I mean, I have never, ever seen that. And I hope to never see it again. All right, so I'm going to close that. Hit the like button, folks. Also, share this stream on your various forms of social media. Don't forget, we have a winner takes all. Those of you who might check out a little early, try to stick around. I have a little game. You type in a little code and you answer some questions and you will receive a gift. Monetary. Okay, Alley Cat. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They're nuts. So let me go ahead and share. And I've been watching these short clips. If you go. So all the people, not all of you who are here, but if the people who come in later and watch the video, ask me if I was tap dancing talking about you're tap dancing for the conservatives and all kinds of horrible things. And the conservatives don't even know I'm alive. You guys do, because we're here often, but why do they have to assume that and like I said, I'm showing you this. And Larry Elder, I've been watching Larry Elder since I was in college in the 90s. He's been sounding the alarm. So let me go. If you type in hashtag walk away, you will see. Yeah, Trump's going to have to shut these people are nuts. He will have to shut these people down. Giving these people more American dollars, I cannot. All right, so let me show you the ones I watched. I watched a couple of those today. Let me go to my hold on. I'll have to go to my history. Hit the like button if you will, folks. And then I'll go to my channel. Larry Elder disappointed me by not challenging the California recall election of Gruscum Newscum. I know, Tijuana. I wanted him to win so badly. And I don't know why he didn't challenge it. He knows how crooked they are, but you know, what are you going to do? I wanted to say, and I don't know if any of you know, I watched a video as I'm queuing this up. Mary Lou Retton, if you're in my age bracket, Generation Xers, remember she won all those Olympics medals. Oh my gosh, she's like 57, 58. I watched a video on her today because she was arrested for DUI. She looks like she's freaking 80 years old. And she has an oxygen, she's on oxygen, so I think she has some health problems, but they said this was her second DUI. I felt so bad. She looks like she is, so you can Google that and look that up. She looks old, like she's 80 years old. Literally, I do not exaggerate. I just felt horrible. All right, here's one I can share with you. And like I said, you can go and type in hashtag walk away. It's all over YouTube. Smart Final, how you doing? Yes, Allie. Oh my God. Okay, so I have this ready. Let me cue this up for you. I felt so bad because and then when you see someone and it's the first time you've seen a pic, it's all the videos are here on YouTube if you want to see it. And she can barely walk, and you know how to make you count and all these things. Oh my God. She looks like she's 80 years old. Any of you who go and watch the video, come tomorrow and tell me I was not exaggerating. I feel so horrible. She looks like she's had a hard life. And then people were lambasting her in the comments because her daughter had been asking for donations, saying that they needed money because of her health problems. And then she's driving a Porsche, so they're saying she took the money, the GoFundMe money or whatever, and bought a Porsche. It's a mess. But anyway, here we go. James Rowe, you don't get legs like that when you're 15 without a little something. So, okay, James. Okay, James. Beverly, yes. You know how, hey, when you see someone, and I remember her smile and her nice, youthful smile, you're always thinking about someone. And she was on the Wheaties box. I looked at her today, and she is unrecognizable. She looks like one of those people that smoke meth. She looks horrible. Oh, she looks old. Check it out and let me know tomorrow. You're loving this, Connie? All right. Thank you, dear. So listen to this guy.
Please help me understand Democrats, Black Democrats out there. I'm talking to you. See, many of you, perhaps even most of you, constantly like to talk about the racist history of America and how terrible that history was. It's a history that has a lasting impact, you say. It affects us even today. So rather than to embrace forgiveness, you all continually push to remind the world of America's racist history. That seems to be the logic. Never let whites off the hook.
Yeah. Just white guilt, right? And white people are horrible. White supremacy is holding you down. If you're Black, you can't make it. Systemic racism. Oh yeah, Kami, I know she does. Oh my God. So okay, thank you. Okay. So yeah, but just check that video out. Yes, consider culture. But yeah, all of you check out the video here of her arrest. It's like 30. The one I looked at is like 33 minutes. She looks I mean, I felt so horrible. Okay, here we go.
But then, how is it that you continue to vote for the Democratic Party, who by all historical accounts were the major purveyors of this history that you can't seem to forgive or get over? It was the Democrats who defended slavery, who formed the Ku Klux Klan and voted against any actions being brought against Klan-led violence. It was the Democrats who imposed segregation, who were against the Civil Rights Act, and it was the Democrats who were responsible for most of, if not all of the lynchings of blacks. Somehow you seem to have forgiven and forgotten when it comes to Democrats. Yet you still press the issue of America's racist past, all while having your eyes glaze right over when reminded of the Democrats and that dirty detail of the past. You say that the racism of today has gone underground, that it hides in the shadows. It's no longer out in the open. You just have to have faith that it's there. Okay. If that's the case, could it be that the same racism that you believe is hiding right within the party that you vote for every single election? By definition, racism is one race thinking that it's superior to another. Now, preferential treatment is given to those that white Democrats think of as being incapable of competing with them on a level playing field. So if white Democrats think that they have a superior ability over blacks when it comes to getting something as simple as an ID to vote, then that's racist by definition.
That's right.
If a white Democrat thinks that blacks need lower standards than whites to get into college or to get a job, then that's racist by definition. If a white Democrat thinks that they have to help you with every little thing that you do or any little misstep that
they're doing that because they think you're not intelligent enough to do it on your own. Boom. I'll continue.
You've had because they hold you to a lower standard and have lower expectations of you, then they do not think of you as being at the same level as they are.
Right.
That is them thinking that they're superior to you. And that is the very definition of the word racism. So, to my Democrat Black Americans, please consider this. Consider that racist boogeyman that you say is lurking in the darkness, consider that you are the ones in the dark sleeping with that enemy. You've been in bed with this brand of racism for a long time.
Yep.
It's a brand of racism so far underground that it's used your own hypersensitivity towards racism against you. It's
right.
used that same hypersensitivity about racism to convince you that everyone else is racist but them.
That's right.
That they are to be trusted, forgiven, defended, and voted for. And meanwhile, those who want to treat you equally or simply by the content of your character instead of your skin color, that those are the racists. Thomas Sowell may have put it best when he said, when people get used to preferential treatment, equal treatment seems like discrimination. The Democrats have been offering you preferential treatment for over 4 decades in exchange for your votes.
That's right.
Since then, everything has gotten worse.
Yep.
Yet you still forgive and still forget. Perhaps it's time to walk away. Walk away from the party that's been working overtime to conceal its racist past and present. Walk away from those who do not consider you to be competent enough to compete with them. Perhaps it's time to consider another option. Perhaps it's time to consider culture.
That no lies were detected. So again, if you look at this this channel, #walkaway, Mayor, yeah, and he still is. So these videos are everywhere. #walkaway. And I am going to go to my channel. They have people of all races, but this guy right here was good. It's 9 minutes. But yeah, if you type in #walkaway, you'll see all of these people talking about the lies that, and we just watched this guy right here on TikTok. Yeah, they're all telling the truth. about the Democrats that no one wants to hear. You have former BLM activists that have walked away. Okay. So they're just telling it all. So all the people that come and watch the video after the fact, hit the like button for me, please, folks. That's that little like button. We have about 70 people in here, and only 58 have hit the like button. So look. So I'm making all these things up. Is what some of these people come and leave comments in the comment section. I'm being paid, and I'm tap dancing for conservatives. You remember this woman? Very intelligent people. I did a video on this woman. Okay. So it's a very real issue for the Democrats. And they thought that they brought, that's why one reason they flooded the country with all of these illegal immigrants. They thought they were replacing Black Americans. Trump said, not so. They have to go. All right. So this woman talks very intelligently. And then there's even chat with Linda B over there on the right. Listen to this.
Hi, I had to come on here today to talk about the interview that Elon Musk had with President Donald Trump last night. I
hope you can hear it. It will not go any louder. I think I do have the closed captioning on as well, though.
On X this morning, I saw all of these negative headlines from our media about how bad the interview was. Now, if you didn't listen to the interview, you would think that Donald Trump said he was going to do something to everybody in the world. Let me tell you what it was. I sat there, and I normally don't listen to speeches or interviews, but I sat there and I listened to the entire thing, and it was really quite amazing. And I would implore any politician to say the same thing. If you want people to vote for you, then you need to address issues that are important to people. And so instead of the Democrat Party constantly bashing Donald Trump, you know what they need to do? This is what I say to them. You say the same things. You address the same issues. You address inflation. You address the war. You address freedom of speech that you guys are trying so hard to remove from everyone. When you address those same issues, or if you address those same issues, then your party platform would be about issues and not about Donald Trump. It is the weirdest thing to me, and then people fall for it. When I was reading the comments, I was like, I just listened to this whole thing, and I couldn't believe I did. But I did. I said, but you know why I listened to the whole thing? Because he talked about things that were important to Americans. Democrats, start talking about things that are important to Americans.
This woman warned them months ago. Did they listen? No. Keith Hager. I left the Democratic Party back in 2000. Woohoo! Keith, we want you here with us. Hit that like button, sir. Also hit the subscribe button. We're glad you're here. We're exposing. They're always saying that they're Russian bots and Black people aren't voting for conservatives. Not so. We're glad you're here.
And stop pandering. Stop saying you're going to give away something for free. And then address why you're giving everything to illegal immigrants. Talk about this illegal immigration. It's what I call the Black replacement plan. And now I know everybody's like, they're replacing everybody. Yeah, that's true. But I'm going to tell you why it's so important to us. We're now only a little between 13 and 14% of the population. They say they brought in 20 million illegal immigrants.
They brought in more than that. And again, those of you who were just coming, I said, yeah, Black people were losing jobs, but white people were too. Hispanic people were too. So they don't care if Americans don't have jobs, as long as these illegals for the ones that were working. Lanita, my city council meeting is always someone saying racism and begging for someone to solve community issues of their children having run-ins with the police. They never take responsibility for their kids. No lies were detected there. Keith, I just did hit everything. Thanks for welcoming me to the family. Yes, Keith. Everyone say hello to Keith. We're glad you woke up. We're glad you're here. And I'll be live again tomorrow at 6. So let's listen to this, and then I don't go anywhere. We're going to play a game. I'm going to give you a code. It may be easier for you on a, I don't know, laptop. This depends on what you're most comfortable with. You put the code in and you answer the questions. The winner takes all. Here we go.
That's one of the numbers that I've heard, and it's not confirmed. One of the numbers that I've heard, because of course they're not going to tell us how many for real. They have no idea themselves. But when that happens, we're only over 40 million. So just think, they brought in adults, and mostly adult men that are half of our population. Do you think that will not affect what they're going to do in our communities? Do you think that won't affect what's going to happen with schools in predominantly Black communities, Hispanic communities?
Yeah.
Do you think that will not affect us? So I say to you, instead of you jumping on and being the party of intimidation, being the party of constant hatred.
Yeah.
Why don't you start addressing issues just like Trump did? And one of the things that he said that I thought was so important is Elon said something about the CO2 levels in the world right now. And
all right. And so that's all I wanted you to hear as far as that is concerned. Let me go to my channel because this lady, hold on. Let me show you. Yeah. And there's shorts all over the place. Let me show you. Let me cue it up. And then I'll show you a clip of Joyless Reed so you can throw up your dinner if you've had it. You saw this lady on TikTok. She spit the truth in their faces. She's well received. Gail, I did a video with that lady. Hold on. I'm going to pull that up for you right now. I sure did. That lady is very intelligent. And everything she said, we've said. Caesar, thank you for joining us, dear. We've said on this channel. I'll show you. Okay, where are we here? I did a video on her, and then in my shorts, let me find this one. This lady is kind of sad, but this lady was talking about, the Democrats, and we just saw this. I didn't play her video on YouTube, but this was a very poignant video from this lady. Can those the new people on the channel? Our most famous saying: "Do not vote blue, no matter who." All right, here we go. I hope New York City doesn't vote. Oh yeah, commie. Oh my God. Why am I torturing you? How did I torture you, Alley Cat? That's right, James. All right, here we are. This lady. She says she's too poor to be a Democrat. Listen to her.
A middle-class child. And I am not a middle-class person right now. When I talk about the struggle, I'm talking about what's real. And I know most of the Democrats, liberals, and leftists are out here just living their best life, so much so that they run up to our comment sections and try to beat us with bootstraps.
Yeah, they go on your pages, call you names, if you don't agree with their ideology. You know that already.
I did not grow up a middle-class kid. And even though I keep reaching for it and reaching for it, it did not come from my kids either. And I'm still reaching for it, and I'm still reaching for it. I can't seem to grasp it. And I will make no apologies for feeling like my voice is at least worth something, even if my pockets ain't. Even if I don't own anything, I own this. And I am going to use it, whether they like it or not. And nobody has to pay me for it. All those people in my comment section, Trump is paying you, white supremacists paying you.
So again, when you have someone who doesn't subscribe to the Democratic ideology, this is what they do. Oh, you're being paid, you're this, you're that. And none of it's true. Just because they won't support the Democrats. They call you horrible names. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. We're almost to 80. Thank you. Here we go.
I got $15.37 in my bank account right now. And I'm hungry. Nobody is paying me to speak what is real. It is real for me. Don't tell me to get an education. I got it. Don't tell me to get a better job. My job is pretty good. I make pretty good money. I cannot afford this rent. I cannot afford to get back and forth and pay for groceries and everything else. I can't. And even though you on the left and everybody else seems to be having parties at Obama's and Diddy's house with Oprah and the rest of the celebrities, a lot of us over here.
That's right.
Don't have that privilege. I would appreciate it if y'all didn't come and just rub it in. You look poor. I am poor. You need a better job. I need 2 jobs. Either you help or you keep your highfalutin Democrat business to yourself. I don't think y'all really understand. Clearly, y'all in a whole nother world. Y'all in a whole nother world. Y'all do not understand what's going on out here.
That's right.
But this supply chain is about to be even more jacked up for all those who are looking and watching.
Welcome, Robert Jackson. Hit the like button for us, love. It was fate that brought you here. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button as well. We're almost done with this clip.
Be prepared.
So anyway, that I did that video a while ago. Monique, that's right. She's teaching. It's time for blacks to disconnect from black celebrities. Comedy, they're after the Curry Queen lost. They're like, wait a minute. Why are we listening to these people? Yes, retro game. Exactly. Exactly. The fact of the matter is, the lady, they don't give a darn as long as they got your money. Yeah. And this is what I was telling you all before. The Curry Queen had to pay all those celebrities. When I really believe in someone's policies, they don't have to pay me one thin dime. I'm going to speak for you because I like your policies. All right. So now I need to stop this because I want to share. I need to find another video that I did. But we've been talking about this. And so all the people, like I said, that come on and accuse me of making things up and none of this stuff is true. And oh my God. Oh, I have to, let me show you Joyless. She never believed it. Oh, those are Russian bots. So let me show you this clip. Hit the like button if you are enjoying the content. I appreciate it. All right, I think we're here. All right. Hashtag walk away. Here we go. All right, now the video's not playing. Okay. All right, I do not know what happened to that short. I can take you to another hashtag walk away testimonial. And these are, they're really long. But I am so excited that the younger generation, my generation and the generation below me, I'm glad that they're like, we're not going for this nonsense. You're upset. What's wrong, Gail? You sick of their lies? Mayor, what Trump is working on may be able to get it done for us. There wasn't always property taxes back in the day. Now we're all paying rent or right forever on a home. Yeah, get rid of the property taxes. They don't do that in other countries. Hey, get rid of it. And then if you don't pay your property taxes, they take your home. Oh, I'd love for him to do that. Let's see. Here's another video I can show you. Let's see if this one will work. All right. now what's going on with these videos. All right. Okay. So now the videos are not playing. Let me, in StreamYard, they've been having some issues because they had an update. Now they're going to have to do a little bit better, or I'm going to have to find another streaming service, because I like for things to work out, and I don't like that I can't share everything that I wanted to share with you. So I don't know. They did send a note saying that they had, where is it? See if it'll play without me. If I don't, yeah, it's just not playing. So that's StreamYard for some reason. Yeah, that's a StreamYard issue. Okay. All right. Hit that like button for me, please, folks. But anyway, if you type in hashtag walkaway, I'm glad the Eagles beat. Oh, Dorian. Don't talk about those sorry bums. They're going down this year. That's all I can say. All right, here's a video that I did. I can, maybe it will let me play my own video. Give me a second to cue it up, please. I don't know. StreamYard. Get it together. All right, here we go. All right, there's the lady we just watched. And then Fridge Reaver, how are you doing, love? Okay, let me get the video of the lady that we saw speaking on TikTok. Yeah, she's a pretty smart lady. All right, so they'll let this one play. Come on, StreamYard. You can do it. Here we go. Sorry, folks, this isn't my internet. Robert Jackson, Travis, Kelsey. Robert. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is a video I did like 8 months ago. And this lady, she was talking again about the Democrats. And more and more and more people are talking about the Democrats. And this was like a little short. Let's see if you can hear it.
To the Democrat Party and to Kamala Harris. This is a message from real Black women. We were freed on January 1st of 1863. Therefore, you're not going to control us. You're not going to bully us into voting for whomever you select for your own personal gain. We're not going to do what you say because we're afraid of you. Those days are over. But I also wanted to specifically address what you're doing with Kamala Harris. First of all, most of us do not care what her race is. You could have promoted her as just a good candidate. But the fact that you're promoting her as the Black woman candidate, that makes people that are intelligent, that makes us pause and say, okay, so what? She's the Black female. Tell me something about what she's going to do for my community, for my family.
Nothing.
If you can't do that, then you've made a great mistake. You have lost half of us who are intelligent enough to know that the President of the United States must be able to sit across the table from Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, from whomever the new prime minister is, or president of Iran, and from Yi from China. You have to have those qualities. Therefore, you cannot be afraid to have an interview before a favorable news network like NBC, CBS, CNN, ABC, and all of the rest of them.
That's right.
If you are afraid to have an interview, my major concern is what is Putin going to do with you or to you and to the United States? Those are the things that are important to us.
That's right.
Then let's go down the line. Again, if you are a real presidential candidate, we want to know about issues, policies that term inflation because most people don't even know what that means. But you know what? Everybody knows what it means. How expensive eggs are. That, you know, she was making these comments about using hot sauce. How expensive Louisiana hot sauce. I can't afford to buy it anymore because it's gone up. It's like tripled in price or something. It's crazy. Those are the things that we're interested in. We also want to know illegal immigration, what you have done to the border, and why have you done it to the border? You were the border czar, but now we see an influx of illegal immigrants, military-aged men. We see what is going on in Colorado. We know that the prisons in Venezuela were emptied and they were told to go to the United States. We see what that has done to our cities. And we want to know, why did you let that happen?
Yeah. So again, Dorian, that's a StreamYard issue. I don't know what is going on with them, but all right, I'm going to put the screen up. We're going to play our little game. And once we're done with our game, let me see. Hold on. Yeah. Let me cue it up. Dorian, facts. So let me show you. Okay, we're going to choose. And all you have to do is type in the code, all right? So we're going to do the racing. We're going to host it. All right. So you're going to have to type in. Hold on. Let me show you. And I'll give everyone time because I know some people may take a little longer than others. Hit the like button, folks. We're at 3 more and we're at 80. All right. Can everyone see that screen? Let's see. So what you're going to do once I click host, so type in Blooket. So you do type in Blooket join, and then that's the number. So the Blooket right. And once you type in Blooket, it's going to ask you to join. This is the number you type in. Give some time to do that. All right. That's one. Maya, okay. All right. Ramirez, okay. Come on, folks, join. James, oh, let me turn the volume down so you can. So all you need to do is type in Blooket, BLOOKET, and you'll see it. Okay, OG regular. Okay. It's gonna ask for a joining code. You type in 258520. That's it. Is that clear? Or do I need to explain anything else? All right. I'll give you a couple more minutes, and then we'll start playing the game. There are 5 questions for you to answer. Anyone else joining? I'll give you another couple of minutes. Type in Blooket, and this is your code, 258520. All right, anyone else joining? James, are you in? Okay, Mary, oh yeah, you can scan the QR code if you want to. Yeah. Mo, you can type in if you want to. You can type in Mo. Okay. The audio, I don't know what's going on. All right. Get in. Yeah, hit the like button, please, folks. We're 82. We might hit 100 again. Robert, yes, they are. Robert, all you do is answer the questions, and you can tell who wins because the first person to answer all 5 questions accurately wins the game. All right, we have 7. Anyone else? Once everyone is in, I'm going to hit the start button. All right, can I start it? James, when I hit start, you'll see the question. Loretta, you still trying to help James? Baldwin Birds, are you ready? No, Allie. Okay, James, you can still play on. Do what Loretta said. You can. Sergeant said it's rigged. You can scan the code right here. Oh, Allie, you're not playing. Okay. Okay, Isaiah. Thank you, Gail. James said it's rigged. Who's coming in second? Probably Dorian. Hi, Isaiah. How you doing, love? All right, are we ready? All right, I'll give you another minute. Okay, Sergeant. How you doing, Lion? Hit the like button, folks. All right, we're gonna start. Allie, what's wrong, dear? Okay, Mariah said let the game begin. Okay, when I hit the start button, all of you, all 8 of you who have signed in will see the questions, answer the question. First person to answer all 5 questions correctly is the winner. All right, here we go. No, Monique, you type the number in. Oh yeah, when I hit start, Monique, start answering the questions, okay? You're in the right place. Okay, here we go. On your mark, get set, go.
Ready, set,
let's go.
Go.
Right. TBB2 is in the lead. Uh-oh. Orion is on field. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we almost have a winner. Uh-oh. Okay. Woohoo! Dorian is the winner. TBB2 came in second place. Fridge Reaver came in third. All right, Dorian. How appropriate for the birthday boy to win. All right, Dorian, send me an email. LSIBERT. And that's going to be at ymail.com. Now, that is an L, lowercase L. That is not an I. So if I don't respond, you know I did not receive it. Of course, Sergeant, it was rigged. The snake won. If you enjoyed that game, type a 1 in the comment section. We can play more games so that you become more familiar with it. I enjoyed it. Baldwin said still older than me. Dorian, Florida, you enjoyed it? Baldwin, OG. All right. I have one more video for you, and we're going to cut it short. We're almost done. How appropriate for the birthday young man to win. I love it. All right. So if you want us to play more games, my girls, how you doing? If you want to play more games, say yes. All right, I'll stop. I have one more video for you, and then we're going to enjoy the rest of our Friday night while the night is still young. All right. I'm going to share this PragerU. Beverly, I like this. Beverly, you like it? Okay, well, if you want to play, if you guys want to play more games, we can. Hey, we learn, but we have fun on here too. I have some fuddy-duddies sometimes. What are you going to do? Just laugh? Look, everyone's going through something different in their lives. Yes, we're sharing information, but if we can make people laugh and have a good time, why not? The fuddy-duddies. Oh my God. All right. This is from Carol Swain. Remember the big bat black woman that the Democrats put in Times Square? This is the woman that they should have made a mural or a bust of or something of that, a statue of. Not that crap they put in Times Square. Why not someone like this? Well-educated, intelligent, and she's a conservative.
When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. Since its founding in 1829, the Democratic Party has fought against every major civil rights initiative and has a long history of discrimination. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed Reconstruction, founded the Ku Klux Klan, imposed segregation, perpetrated lynchings, and fought against the Civil Rights Acts of the 1950s and 1960s. In contrast, the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an anti-slavery party. Its mission was to stop the spread of slavery into the new Western territories with the aim of abolishing it entirely. This effort, however, was dealt a major blow by the Supreme Court in the 1857 case, Dred Scott versus Sandford. The court ruled that slaves aren't citizens, they're property. The 7 justices who voted in favor of slavery, all Democrats. The 2 justices who dissented, both Republicans. The slavery question was, of course, ultimately resolved by a bloody civil war. The commander-in-chief during that war was the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves. 6 days after the Confederate Army surrendered, John Wilkes Booth, a Democrat, assassinated President Lincoln. Lincoln's vice president, a Democrat named Andrew Johnson, assumed the presidency. But Johnson adamantly opposed Lincoln's plan to integrate the newly freed slaves into the South's economic and social order. Johnson and the Democratic Party were unified in their opposition to the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment, which gave Blacks citizenship, and the 15th Amendment, which gave Blacks the vote. All 3 passed only because of universal Republican support. During the era of Reconstruction, federal troops stationed in the South helped secure rights for the newly freed slaves. Hundreds of Black men were elected to Southern state legislatures as Republicans, and 22 Black Republicans served in the U.S. Congress by 1900. The Democrats did not elect a Black man to Congress until 1935. But after Reconstruction ended, when the federal troops went home, Democrats roared back into power in the South. They quickly reestablished white supremacy across the region with measures like Black codes, laws that restricted the ability of Blacks to own property and run businesses, and they imposed poll taxes and literacy tests used to subvert Black citizens' right to vote. And how was all of this enforced? By terror, much of it instigated by the Ku Klux Klan, founded by a Democrat, Nathan Bedford Forrest. As historian Eric Foner, himself a Democrat, notes, in effect, the Klan was a military force serving the interests of the Democratic Party. President Woodrow Wilson, a Democrat, shared many views with the Klan. He resegregated many federal agencies and even screened the first movie ever played at the White House, the racist film, The Birth of a Nation, originally entitled The Klansman. A few decades later, the only serious congressional opposition to the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964 came from Democrats. 80% of Republicans in Congress supported the bill, less than 70% of Democrats did. Democratic senators filibustered the bill for 75 days until Republicans mustered the few extra votes needed to break the logjam. And when all of their efforts to enslave Blacks, keep them enslaved, and then keep them from voting had failed, the Democrats came up with a new strategy. If Black people are going to vote, they might as well vote for Democrats. As President Lyndon Johnson was purported to have said about the Civil Rights Act, I'll have them voting Democrat for 200 years.
That's right.
So now the Democratic Party prospers on the votes of the very people it has spent much of its history oppressing.
That's right.
Democrats falsely claim that the Republican Party is the villain, when in reality, it's the failed policies of the Democratic Party that have kept Blacks down. Massive government welfare has decimated the Black family. Opposition to school choice has kept them trapped in failing schools. Politically correct policing has left Black neighborhoods defenseless against violent crime. So when you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party should come to mind? I'm Carol Swain, professor of political science and law at Vanderbilt University for Prager University.
So again, if you're going to make a statue, this is who they should have made a statue of. Well, Lynn, yes, it is, Alley Cat. Wilson is the one. Okay, Dr. Carol Swain is the female equivalent to Thomas Sowell. Caesar, say it again for the people in the back. Thinks like a lion. The Shady Bunch in the back. Yes, this woman is an American treasure. Yes. Oh my God, I agree. Hit that like button, folks. We're almost to 90 likes. Oh my goodness. Woo. And we've had, let me put this back over here. We've had almost 400 people to come through the live stream. So hit that little thumb. It won't cost you anything. I promise. And so Carol Swain knows her history. Yes. Dr. Carol is brilliant. Yes. So that's pretty much, let me see. Was that all I had for you? Don't forget, folks, when I end this live stream, make sure you type in Mary Lou Retton. Oh my God. It's devastating to see her in this shape. Oh, I was shocked. Roland, I tried to message you, but Dorian, it's not a Gmail. You must have missed it's a Yahoo mail, but it's Y mail. That is not a Gmail, dear. LSIBERT@ymail.com. I posted it again. I saw your message where you said it didn't go through. It was the wrong Gmail. That is that's a Y mail, which is Yahoo. But you have to type it exactly like I shared it. If you type it like that, I'll let you know that I received it. My girls, Woodrow Wilson was president during World War I, not World War II. Yeah. Yeah, World War II. Yuck, Lynn. Allie, yeah. Allie, it's sad. It's just sad and disheartening, though, to see her in that shape. She looks like she's 80 years old. And I was like, oh, my God. Now, granted, the last time I've seen pictures of Mary Lou Retton, she was, she'd won all the medals. Katrinka, how you doing? Mayor, it is. Hit the like button, folks. Well, we just had a bunch of people to subscribe. All right. Dorian, did you type it in? As soon as I see it come through, if you're saying not deliverable, you're not typing it in correctly. Okay, I'll even say it for you. LSIBERT, and that's going to be at ymail.com. If you type it in exactly like that, it will come through. That's one of my primary emails. Yes, Connie, but it was okay because he was a Democrat. So we'll be live tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I enjoyed this. I'm thinking I wanted to show some more videos to you, but again, StreamYard, they did some updating and it's not quite jiving with Google Chrome. So I'm hoping they're still working the bugs out. Allie, Mary Lou was always a little, yeah. Well, she's not anymore. She looks like a skeleton of herself. Oh my God. Mare, yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you want to play more games, I like to have fun. As soon as Dorian gets through, Dorian, I'll need your Cash App. I have Cash App, Venmo, and I have Zelle. So it doesn't matter to me. That's all I have, though. I have those three. Okay. Please leave comments. Yes, thank you, Florida. We have so much to talk about tomorrow. I'll make the stream up tonight, and then Florida, I'll share it with you early tomorrow. But we'll be on tomorrow at 6. All the people who just joined, who just subscribed, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. Check out some of the older videos that we've done. A lot of things you're seeing in the news today, we've been talking about forever. I know he just, oh, I know, 1,300. You couldn't get no, you don't have to download the app, Mayor. You go to Google Chrome and type in Blookit. And then you type in the code that I share with you every time we do a game. That's all, dear. Yeah, you don't have to do type in an app. You just type in Blookit. Okay. Gail, sorry, Sweet Roland didn't play the game, totally lost. That's okay. I may have to go on and show you guys how, and ladies and gentlemen, how to play it. So next time we play, I want everyone to get in and play. And you know, things are starting to improve. We're still winning. And I love it. I love what's going on. I want it to continue. Did everyone see Alley Cat's post? So to help trigger the YouTube logarithm, we need for you to continue. Thank you, everyone who's been leaving comments. Once the live stream ends, go up under the description box, leave your comments. Ask Alley Cat, ask Florida, ask Kami, Gail, Baldwin Birds. I respond to all comments. Thank you, Chubbs. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile, they can share the night just one more time. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Yes, Gail. Street lights, people living just to find emotion. There we go. All right. Hiding somewhere in the night. My girls, that's Journey. Don't stop believing. Dorian, if you don't get me, where's Dorian? Dorian, make sure you email me. Can I put this lady's name in the comment? Oh, Dr. Carol Swain. Okay, I'll do that. I sure will. She's out. Yeah, she has her own YouTube page. She is brilliant. There you go. Dorian, I told you, Dorian. I don't know what you were doing wrong. I told you. All right, Dorian, Mare, my girls. Faithfully. Yes, I love Journey. Caesar, all of you. No, what song is from the... Oh, you're talking about One Last Bell to Answer, the Fifth Dimension? And One Last Egg to Fry? Oh, okay, Dorian. Good, Dorian. I like good competition. Connie, Allie, Lion, everyone, I'm ending the live. If you will, please leave a comment. I'm coming to talk to you now in the comment section, but once that ends, if you will, she's an icon girl. I love her. If you will, leave a comment. Check all the comments I have responded to. That's what I do. And I'll be responding to comments tonight, tomorrow. Hey, that's what I do. I enjoyed you all. I love you. Be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes. Congratulations to the winners. All right. I'm coming to talk to you now. Don't forget, when the live stream is over, leave comments under the description box. Coming to talk to you now.